In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the idea of artistic intention and whether it matters. This is MVA Joshua, early November, 26 degrees out, not too bad. I've been gone for a while. My life went to hell some months ago. Work-related nonsense. But everything in my life kind of fell apart as a result of that. But we're back here. We're going to do a quick little video. If you dig these videos, please subscribe. If you want to support this show, I got a new line of a Bizarro brand out called Elite Prestige Advisors. And there's a link in the description. Okay, so this topic, artistic intention, which is held up as one of, I think, the highest standards. And I think even people who don't make art or don't even want to think that artistic intention matters quite a bit. The reason I'm thinking about it, my wife, who is an amazingly talented photographer named Kimberly Whaley, she shoots lately landscapes, very kind of icky landscapes that are super soft focus. She recently got some work accepted into a local or like regional biennial. And she told me that all the photos they picked were the ones that were completely out of focus. Like there was no area of sharp focus. And my reaction, as it kind of is to everything these days, was like, well, so what? Like, photos are either dope or they're not. And she was like, yeah, but that's not my intention. Like, I want something to be in focus. And I understand that and I respect that. But again, I was like, yeah, but it's not documentary. Like, the photos are either rad or they're not rad. Or they're close to being rad or they're close to being not rad. But whether they're in focus or whether they're color balanced or whether it's either like it's good or it's not. Like, this is kind of my view. And I understand her viewpoint. So for my wife, artistic intent really matters. She sets out to make a photo, but she's trying to get some aspect of it in focus. And I was thinking about this in contrast to my own process. So my musical project, Halifax, I'm going to release a new single this week. And when I sat down to make the song, I remember this distinctly, I wanted to make kind of a classic, heavy, ignorant dubstep song circa 2008. What I ended up with, kind of as like a dubstep riff, it sounds more like metal to me, and it has a 72 bar stretch that's basically just a kick drum and a ride cymbal, and it is not funky or dance floor oriented or club oriented in the least. It's this weird droney art rock thing. For a certain group of people, the fact that I had the intention to do one thing and I didn't execute that intention or didn't meet it means the work is a failure. For me, the intention part is really more about the idea of impulse. If anything, I kind of look at it as I should never have started something with the idea that I wanted to reach a certain goal beyond make music. For me, what's important is start song, make song. I look at making art and the idea of intention as being similar to raising children. You want to do the thing. You hope that it turns out well. You do the best that you can, but you don't abandon your kids just because they're not exactly what you intended them to be at the beginning of the process. That's how I view art. I start the thing, maybe I have some daydreams about what it will turn into, but ultimately my job is just to make good decisions on the path to the end. Frankly, if I went into it and was like, all right, my goal is to make the classic heavy dubstep song. If I reached that goal, that to me might be the bigger failure. I very much believe in that idea that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. But it's almost more like I just want to have an adventure when I'm making stuff. So ideally, I want my intentions to be as loose as I want to make a thing. I don't hold artistic intention up as the kind of be all end all of how to appraise art. If anything, I look at it like this: 98.7% of everything on this planet sucks, and the majority of that was created by honoring artistic intention. That alone undermines the need for artistic intention as far as I'm concerned. I think your intentions can be as loose as, I feel like making a thing, so I'm going to make a thing. I think they could be as rote and scheduled as, it is 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, therefore it is time to make a thing. And I don't think that undermines it. I don't think that cheapens it. I don't think it's an easy way out. If anything, I think a lot of people torture themselves with artistic intention. Now, on the other hand, I would never tell my wife to just abandon artistic intention. You have to have your own standards. You have to decide what your own work is about. But what I think is important or matters is it's a good idea every once in a while to gut check what you're doing and make sure you actually believe in it. So I used to believe in artistic intention, and now I don't. 3 years from now, 2 months from now, I may have to start singing a different story. I may find that the work is not fulfilling me, and I need artistic intention. These things are in flux. They're not black or white. They're not right or wrong. And so the biggest thing is, if you're running around constantly judging your work as a failure because it doesn't meet your artistic intention, what you actually need to do is just take a step back and ask yourself, is executing a vision perfectly, is that really what it's about for you? All right, thanks a lot for watching. So my new thing is to actually try in terms of locations and lighting. Not like it has to be amazing or anything. Just kind of evenly lit, a little bit bright, and a little bit scenic.